Always more dangerous each time. Just know, I appreciate the commitment to not letting me die is so
I know,
great.
he didn't ground it. You're supposed to ground it on your side.
I don't need to do that shit in Vancouver.
It's Vegas.
Oh, crap, man, I'm sorry. I thought we were in Vancouver. Thanks, boys. Well done.
How we doing, Vegas? That sounds lovely.
You know, usually I come out here and say you've just seen a ton of us all weekend, but they really haven't. I mean,
They're probably pretty sick of me, but you.
No.
Oh, really?
No, Sally Fields, I like you. Yeah, the other thing is like, also because you know you take the night off. You're not around 24/7.
Sure.
Like you're not. Sure. Like, I'm like a fungus. I show up and I just kind of creep around and grow, and then they get home and they're like, "Is there? I need a cream for this to get rid of it."
And there you go.
And
that's
you get
where
sexy Matt Cohen.
That's your ointment.
Yeah, if you weren't at karaoke, then I guess you haven't seen this fella yet. So let me introduce to you, Las Vegas people, Mr. Matthew Cohen in the house there.
Raise your hand if you weren't at karaoke last night.
This is weird. This is weird. I feel weird doing this.
There's people that are raising their hand. Why?
Gotta be honest.
What were you doing?
Sleeping.
I didn't want a real excuse. I don't want to don't answer it.
Like, why were you here? I was giving birth. Nobody cares.
Just feel ashamed of yourself. I want you to tell me the legitimate
I was operating
reason.
on it. Nobody cares. I was in costume singing, don't you know? Well, boys, should we dive into it? Should we just get into the questions?
Just get right in there.
All right, Matthew.
Just like one time when you say that, I want to be like, you know what? I don't want to.
Okay, well,
Wait,
keep
I
going.
have something to say before we go.
All right, everybody, calm it down. Robbie's got a thing.
We've been doing this little thing for the past 6 or so months where people say, Gabriel, when are you coming back to the show? And
It's a topical question.
Rich always says, I don't know. God can't bring me back. What's on your to-do list, God, that you can't bring back? So that he doesn't have the time.
Well, just because you had that line of dialogue where he specifically said, my calendar is packed. I don't
true.
have...
That is true. A line that someone else wrote that I had to say.
Well, somebody wrote it.
But now, can we just say, you're welcome, America?
Well, but hold on. But hold on just a second.
Hold on.
It is really nice that you brought Gabe back, Dad.
Here's the thing.
No, it's true.
It's next
I
time-
know you're busy,
It's next
and you don't have a lot of time, but you really need to think about me. I'm important too.
Also, you're welcome, America, that he's back, but I sewed his lips shut, so...
Winner, winner,
And by
chicken
the
dinner.
way, just so you know, when I saw that was the thing and my lips were so shut, then I knew for a fact that Rob had written that other line of dialogue and then wrote that bit.
That's true.
So I do blame you still for the other one, because clearly you had a hand in
That's
this.
fair, yeah. It's a dream come true.
There was nobody, everybody thought that was somebody else. How many people were surprised to see that?
It's funny, a lot of people were saying to me, like via Twitter, like, is that the top of your head? It's your top of your head in the preview, and I was like,
I don't think
The
so.
worst was in Orlando when someone asked a question and you're going off on the whole thing, like, yeah, he doesn't have time to bring me back. I'm like, because I knew you had done about that scene, and I was like,
But we did it, Rob. We kept it under lock and key.
Yep.
All right. That wasn't a question already. You, go ahead.
It's me? Okay. Hi.
Hi.
I just wanted to say I admire you guys and you are such an inspiration to me, but my question is for Rob.
That's okay.
It was a nice lead off. I like that though.
My favorite song that you have written is She Waits.
Yeah.
It has personal meaning to me, which I won't go into, but what is the song that makes you the happiest? Because I know how that makes, yeah.
Yeah, that was hard. But you know, I can say about that song that what always brings me great joy and feeling great love is how well it's always received, and the audience reaction to it makes me very happy. The song that makes me most happy that I sing, that we wrote,
That you wrote, yeah.
you know, I really get a kick out of like the ones that kind of make me laugh. I mean, in terms of just pure joy.
Eskimo.
Songs like, Eskimo, Overachiever, Cast Off. Some of the sort of ones that just strike me as kind of Cool If I Come Over makes me happy.
Oh, Cool If I Come Over.
Yeah. Trigger Finger makes Rich very happy.
Well, so while we're having songs that we like that are Love Swain, I always make the same joke to Rob that it just drives him nuts, which of course, as you know, is my raison d'etre. And so I always say, hey, Robbie, hey, cool if I come over. It's a great song. And you know, it'll work when you're a lot older, because you can just change the lyrics to, are you cool with my comb over?
It's one of his favorites. He really loves that one.
Oh man, it's good.
You know, I always like to tell the story too, and Trigger Finger does make me happy. It's a song I wrote about Rich and his fear of flying, and it's like the one thing that I'm not afraid of is flying, so it's the one moment where I can say like, I got you on this one. Anyway, but that we tell the story a lot about when we went to Rome, or Italy together, and had to spend the night in the city of Milan, and there was only one bed, and I was okay with that, and he wasn't okay with it. We switched rooms to two-bedroom room. It's a longer story that makes, quite frankly, it outs me a bit, but I don't care. I don't care. I'm proud of it. Proud of myself. I know who I am. Anyway, so I said that same trip, after we had the whole bed conversation, I was like, by the way, I wrote a song about you. And I played you that demo tape of that song, Trigger Finger.
Yeah.
That always makes me smile. So yeah, thanks for the question.
You're welcome, and thank you so much. And by the way, Rob, I love your, I can't even think of the name of it. There was a song on that new album.
On our new album?
The live one. That I love. I can't even think of the name of it because I just...
I wish I could think of the name of it.
Tired, not sleeping. It's Vegas, baby.
Yeah, man, keep it going.
There we go. You.
Richard Spike Jr.,
Yes?
do you have a Roblox account?
What?
Robux?
Do I have a robust account?
Roblox. It's an online gaming.
Roadblocks.
Oh, I don't have a Roblox account.
It has games that are popular,
Okay.
like My Little Pony, Gravity Falls, and Supernatural, and
Gravity Falls is the show. There's a game for because there's that show that the kids, the cartoon, Gravity Falls. So do you play Roblox?
yes,
Which games on Roblox do you play?
for like a lot.
There's a lot of different games on there, right? Though, like
Yeah, there's like one creepy account. It's called Russ010. Do not go on his games because they're creepy.
Okay. Good to know. No, take it. Good to know. No, take it.
Public service
They
announcement.
can't,
Also, he has a YouTube channel called Russ. It just has one video. If you go on the other channel, that is Russ010, it has like 5 things.
right?
And there's one that has like a smile face, and one is called Rival, and the third one is called Messages, and I don't know what the 2 ones. I know the 5th one is 3.
Here, let me ask you a
And I
question.
think I think I may know the 4th one. The first one is it's out there.
Now let me ask you this: on Roblox, can't you make your own games? Can't people make their own?
I do not know my password.
Good. Don't tell me your
forgot.
password. I don't. Keep your password to yourself.
Oh, it's 7
No,
words.
no, hold on. No. It's not, don't tell us your password. I would never misuse it, but Rob and Mads, they'll get all up in your roadblocks. Well, now I know I need to check out the roadblocks. I appreciate you letting me know about it. Thank you very much.
What?
He's your favorite?
Also, you're my favorite, and I got this book from Scout Valley, guys.
Yeah, Scout's really good, huh? Yeah, she's talented. Is that God and Gabe, the comic book?
Yeah, it's the 3rd one.
The 3rd one.
a
Yeah,
good one.
That's good. One of my favorite installments, the 3rd
Yeah.
one. It's really awesome. Well, I hope you enjoy the comic book, sweetie. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. That Scout's really talented. And now I got to check out Roadblocks. I don't know. I did not know. Are you guys? Is that something you guys? I mean, I know I'm like not the most tapped in computer guy.
No,
Is
I
that-
don't do the roadblocks.
Are you familiar with this?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. So,
But we'll have to check it out.
all right, there we go.
No idea.
Hey guys.
Hello.
First, Rich, I have to say that when I saw the end of Devil's Bargain, I literally screamed in my room, "Fucking finally!" I knew it was gonna happen, and I was like, "Oh, I could not wait." So I'm so happy you're back, and
Thank you.
that's amazing.
Thank you.
Rob, I have a present for you.
Oh, Rob, go get your present, Robbie.
Oh my God.
Bobo got a gift from a gal.
It's the Hufflepuff?
Yeah.
Oh man, because I'm a Hufflepuff. Can I keep it? I've been accepted into the House of Hufflepuff.
Isn't it gonna...
We're really good
But Robbie,
people.
isn't that gonna upset your Slytherin brothers? I thought you were, Slytherin.
What did we decide, riches?
It's a joke, everybody come to...
I don't, riches?
Yeah.
I'm Slytherin.
He feels
I
pretty
would
Slytherin.
say he might be a combination of, a weird combination of Gryffindor
Gryffindor.
and Slytherin.
Yeah, you're a big Gryffindor.
I'm Griffin Slytherin.
You're Griffin Slytherin.
Griffer.
I'm a Ravenclaw, Dog Steele's a Ravenclaw.
Slitherdor.
Thank you so much.
My question is, I got to ask Gil and Osric this, but I wanted to get your guys' opinion. What do you think your useless superpowers would be? Each other's, not your own, but...
Our superpowers?
Useless
Useless
superpowers.
ones.
Oh, I think Rob would be the mighty shaker and would be able to use his quivering arms
To
to
start
create
earthquakes.
earthquakes and tsunamis. And of course, obviously, Captain Abs over here.
She's greater in laundry powers.
Exactly.
What I could do is like you could
Stop airplanes.
like, throw a coin off of it and then hit your enemy.
Exactly. Stop bullets.
And what would you be, mister?
Oh crap! You guys have to make
Okay.
this. I can't answer my own.
Listen to what we're saying up here.
I don't know. I might not.
You'd be the.
I'd be the delegator.
Yeah, I was gonna
I'd
say.
have other people do the work for me.
Yeah, that's good. I was gonna say the MC. It's really the same thing.
Yeah. Same game.
What do we do with this bad guy? And I'm not sure which trick. Guys, relax.
You go to this.
You, this. You go to that.
Shakes. I need you over there.
Yeah.
Captain Abs, get over there.
I'm gonna have a sandwich.
I'm gonna take 5. Yeah, exactly. Good question. Thank you.
Thank you.
You.
Hi. All right. So I want to agree that when that last episode came on, I was not emotionally okay for quite a while, but I just kind of wanted to know, how long did you know you were coming back and just kind of like probably hid it and just waiting for all those responses?
First of all,
God.
change your tone. You seem real angry. You don't want me to tell you.
Yes,
I've
I
always
do.
said, and we've been asked, all three of us are asked all the time. Rob had a major run in the show 2 seasons ago and also lied his face off to you people right up until the day it aired, because that's the fun part. You don't want spoilers. You don't want us to come out here and say, well, this is going to happen, so, you know, there you go. Like, the fun part is the mystery, the surprise, quelle surprise. We always say, when people say, oh, are you coming back on the show? We say, well, I could say yes, but that could mean no. I could say no, that could mean yes, because you don't want me to tell you the actual truth. So if I say yes, it could mean yes, or it could mean no. If I say no, it could mean yes, it could be no, but the truth of the matter is, I don't know. So that's always the answer.
When did you know?
I knew
Answer the question.
at some point during episode 7, when I was directing episode 7. So early in the season, I knew they had this bit because I was on the phone with Andrew. I was prepping to direct episode 7. And he said, oh yeah, and we're gonna see you again. And I go, I know, I'm directing episode 20. It's not even on the schedule. And he goes, no, we're gonna put you on screen for a second, coming up here. And I'm like, really? Oh wow, that's cool. And he sent me, the script wasn't written yet, but he sent me the 1-sentence thing. He said, they look into a cell and see Gabriel, his lips sewn shut. And I thought to myself, well, good for my wife for writing a scene for Supernatural. That's good for her for finally pitching a story.
The good news is you had no lines to memorize.
I didn't. But the other good news for everyone was my lips really were glued shut, so I really couldn't speak because the way the prosthetic went on, it sealed me shut for a couple of hours, and the crew had a field day, as you can imagine.
Jeff Parise was saying that you could basically take like a deli line ticket. I don't know what you call that. You know, like it's I'm next.
Yeah,
like to
to mess with me. Yeah, exactly. But I'm glad you were pleasantly surprised.
I don't know if pleasantly is the right word at first.
Well, surprised.
Yeah.
Whatever works. By the way, you're holding a pillow of me, so you must have
I know.
been. You couldn't have been miserable.
I love the fact that she's clutching a Gabriel pillow.
I'm glad I'm comfortable. Thanks, Brady. You.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
So on the
Can we just take a moment to appreciate your cosplay right now? Can we just like everybody pause for a second?
I'm a big fan.
it didn't take as long to put on as I thought it would.
Yeah, no,
I'm
it's pretty
getting
easy.
better. It's pretty. So on the Swainer Circle Facebook page, we were having a discussion like a year ago, and I thought somebody had asked this and found out no one had. So we were realizing that we felt like a lot of Loud and Swain songs were waltzes, were in 3/4 time, and we found out there was only 7, but they were all like the top favorite big Loud and Swain songs that like everybody loves, like She Waits, like The Heart Goes, and we got talking and we wondered, can you guys waltz?
I don't even know what the waltz is, but yes.
Yeah, Rob can.
This is waltz. I'm waltzing. I can't stop.
Aren't we doing the box step? I feel like this is.
It's the box step waltz.
Oh.
You walk in a square and you. Ding, ding, ding.
It just seems like not the most fun dancing. Like, even if we have a partner, for example.
Eyes empty, floors away.
This is just, I'm in a square, like, can we just pick a, like,
Are we doing it right, everybody?
How
Can you
about-
verify, is that with the waltz?
But I got news for you. They don't care. They're just seeing Matt's bottom. They don't care.
What if we, like, changed it to, like, an octagon, you know, where you were like,
There's the bottom.
Should I think
are you counting?
You also, here's the other thing too, you can with your partner, you flip it around too, right?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, Robbie!
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Dip 2, 3. Grab 2, 3. Hug 2, 3. Dip 3.
We're both leading.
Follow me across the floor. Probably
No chemistry romantically, it's sad. I thought we were gonna nail it.
And for a brief
You
moment.
can do that and sing a Loud and Swain song, and 7 of them you'd be right on.
For a brief moment, by the way, the lights focused on only you and the crowd disappeared. It was just 2 people dancing.
Bumping knees.
Something real.
Something real, something fresh. Just 2 men in a Hufflepuff scarf.
Do you listen? Jealous much? We don't need you.
I literally saw you setting up your own comedy bit. You're like, oh, under the scarf.
Like watch me take a sip of my drink for a spit take. Wait, hold on.
You.
Hi, babes. How are you?
Hi, good.
Hey, babes.
First of all, fellow Hufflepuff. Yes. Hufflepuff for life. And though I love all of my babes, this question is for Richard.
Okay.
And my question is...
Why are we whispering?
My question is, so tell us more about this country album you're supposed to be doing with Jason Mann.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you missed it, the question was, Richard, tell us about the country album you're doing with Jason Mann.
For those keeping track at home, the secret word is bananagram.
If she hits this triple Lutz, it'll be...
Richard lines up for the putt. It's about 7 degrees down. He's had a heck of a drive. Got in the sand. Got out of the sand nicely. But he's got a long way to go. He lines up. Someone in the crowd's making it dirty. Spade's got an odd putting technique. He uses the entire torso for the putting, for the control. It looks awkward, but it's ineffective.
He lines it up. And he realizes that he doesn't have a pole or a ball. And you're in fact on the stage.
He doesn't seem to care, and he doesn't like your attitude.
And there's a wild flamingo flying across the course this afternoon.
I had it lined up, and is that a natural hazard, or I get to redo?
You can't stop the wildlife.
Ah, crap.
That bird just took your ball. Now what are you gonna do?
That bird just did take my ball. By the way, That Bird Took My Ball is the title of the new Jason Manns album I'm doing. It's a country record.
And the title track is, it's a great song.
Squawk, squawk, give me back my ball?
Yeah. So what is the news?
I don't know. So here's the thing. Jason Manns, it turns out, Jason Manns, who, as we all know, is one of the nicest men in show business, also has a dark streak, it turns out. Because Jason and I had a brief conversation. He's like, hey buddy, what do you think about, you and me, teaming up, doing a country album? Be kind of fun. I'm like, yeah, that could be kind of cool. Like, find some old tracks. Man, maybe it's a good idea. Let's have a dialogue, Jason. Let's have this conversation. We'll bat it around, see where it lands, talk about it. Like 2 weeks later, Jason's interviewed, and he says in the interview, Rich and I are gonna work on a country album, and I know this because I keep getting tweets, messages. Like, I was like, hey, cool. And then I get this message from Jason. He goes, hey, buddy. What's going on? Hope you're doing well. How's the fam? Listen, quick side note. I went ahead and went public with the album, and then I didn't immediately respond back, which usually doesn't bother him, but because I didn't, and there was that issue, he's like, didn't commit to anything. I just said, we're thinking about it. Jason, look, Jason's a great. Jason plus the Loud Swain fellas and Rob have they've all given us more support than we deserve musically, and it's been awesome to get to play with these guys on stage. And Jason is a phenomenal supporter of everybody's as well. I know he's working with Brianna right now to do a record, which we're excited about, the Gil McKinney record, which was fantastic. And so Jason and I batted around the idea of doing the same thing. And it's a work in progress. It's still a conversation, but we're hoping we can land on some tracks that we agree on and cut a few and put some out. So Chuck willing, we'll make that happen. Thank you.
You're welcome. I can't wait to hear what you guys.
So am I. There you go. I like that, Baba. Look at Baba jumping on board.
I'm in. Here we go. We're making it out.
We're making it out. It's like, hey guys, we're putting on a show.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna write a song for Dick to sing on the album. All right, Tiny Misha.
Hi.
Hey.
Okay, so my question is, what are the funniest fan experiences you had in public?
Okay, because we have a hilarious fan experience. It's
But it's
private.
private.
A lot of.
Can't really go public with that.
We're not allowed to.
Quite yet.
The hilarious fan. Okay, I got one. This is one of my personal favorites, and it's appropriate because you're dressed like Misha. I hope, or you're just a terrible gauge of sizes. At one point, there's very little that we don't do in photo ops. We have all shamed ourselves countless times with wearing outfits and getting in poses, especially you. I'm looking at you, really, mainly, but we've all done these things. And at one point, some young lady came to me and she goes, and a lot of times people, as you know, will bring a drawing or a photo and say, hey, can we do this? Can we do that? And we always try to be team players and kind of do these fun things. Some point, somebody showed me a photo, and it was just a bridge too far in terms of human contact. I was like, this is gonna probably live on the web. I do have a family. I'm gonna have to graciously decline that particular position.
Was it the Eiffel Tower?
Thank you though, but I appreciate it. But I'm gonna sit there without. That's not the funny part of the story. The funny part of the story is the picture she showed me was her and Misha doing that pose.
And it wasn't even at a photo op, it was just like a party.
No, at the grocery store.
Yeah. So it was one of those.
Clean up on aisle 6.
So that's my apparently my boundaries stop before Misha's boundaries, I guess is the lesson. Boys?
I have a similar story that someone wanted you and I, what was it? It was overseas.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. Dude, it was Rome.
Yeah.
No, it was Germany. Was it the one where I was there? Or the...
No. Different one. We're gonna put a pin in that.
I'm sorry you brought that one. I want to put that back.
Yeah, put that one back.
I don't think that's PG-13.
Yeah, but zip it up. Yeah, I remember this. So Robbie and I were go as you were, sir. Tell us.
I mean, help me piece together. They didn't speak English. This person, I think it was, I can't remember, but it was they didn't speak English, and they had drawn a picture of what they want you and me to do.
Yeah, they're kind of describing so you get there, you hug, you get grace, and so Robbie and I we're cheek to cheek hugging. We're like, all right, this is what we're doing. And she goes, yeah. Okay. And then she steps out.
Like she's not her phone.
And we're like, are you getting the finish? She's like, no. We're like, whoa.
This is not.
We're not like just by ourselves.
They just posed us. We're gripping each other cheek to cheek. Like, okay, and I'm out.
And Robbie and I sprung out of that so fast. Whoa! Matthew?
One time there was a gorilla. I'm trying to get rid of the other story out of my head that I was going to tell you. One time there was a... This one's still good, I promise. One time there was a gorilla at karaoke. And maybe I had a beer or 6. And I went for a photo op, and Rich was there, and I thought in my mind, oh my God, look at the chest on this gorilla. And I was like... And then like turned around for the picture as she whispered in my ear, I'm a woman. So I just want to apologize publicly.
Apologized.
To that woman and to all gorillas everywhere.
I never meant anything by it. Just the gorilla suit had really good pecs.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware there was a breast underneath.
You're
the
like, do you
pec.
work out?
I was like, really? I was like if Rob was the gorilla, I was like, Rich was already playing it in there. I was next to Smokey, and I was like, oh man! As I walked away from the photo op with my phone, which is my wallet for the scene.
I'm embarrassed that I was part of the retelling of that story.
Anywho,
I was like, hey honey, can you get the lawyer on the phone?
Anyway, let me thank the third grader for her question. Thank you. Thank you for your question. I appreciate it very much.
Very much.
I'm sorry I told that to a child.
And
I forgot.
all the therapists.
Forgive me for offending again and again.
I'm just wondering, do we have any non-PG-13 stories?
Can I ask you a question without revealing that other story? What did they want?
No. Here's the thing, we can't do it.
Can you just tell me what the
They
action
wanted us to be tired and yawning.
Right.
Should we?
We can't because the young lady is far too young who asked the question. We're not answering it. We'll save it for another time.
No.
You.
We'll save it for a meet and greet potentially.
Hey, so I was wondering what kind of dog you guys think you each are?
What kind of dog we all are? Baba, you always loved the dog bit.
I'm not gonna leave you alone, pal. I'm not gonna leave you.
It's like this talking about the superpowers, useless superpowers. These kind of questions are his kryptonite. He just can't do it.
The hypotheticals?
I'm not the kind of dog that I'd like to be. Unfortunately, I'm afraid I'd be the kind of dog that shakes a lot. I'm like one of those really little ones you have to carry around.
Teacup chihuahua? You're a teacup chihuahua.
And you try to like pet me. It's like. I wish I was like a boxer or something cool, but I'm that dog.
What are you? You're a pit, or what are you? Pit bull?
I'm not. I used to think I was a pit bull, but this fandom has turned me into like a golden retriever. You know, just like jumping around.
You're like a 14-year-old golden retriever.
Right.
It's like.
Yeah, I'll buy that.
Like,
Snowy, sit down. Sit down.
You can't even hear anymore.
I don't have full use of my bowels.
Sparky Spate sits down in his bed. Oh, that's not the potty, Sparky.
Can't hear anymore.
Lays it down.
We had a dog growing up named Sparky.
Definitely a
right?
three-legged dog.
Dalmatian.
I'm a psychic.
There you go.
You're welcome.
Didn't you make a movie called The Sidekick?
I'm psychic.
Ah, good.
So me, 14-year-old Labrador retriever.
Yeah. All right, you.
Hi, I'm asking this question for a friend who couldn't make it to Las Vegas.
I've heard that excuse before.
Yep.
No, it's true. Anyway, what made you guys originally want to act on Supernatural?
What made us want to act on Supernatural?
Yeah.
I just got a job. I mean,
They said yes.
Yeah.
They said yes to our audition.
Yeah, I didn't know, never heard of the show when I got the job, so it wasn't like a show that I had earmarked as wanting to be on. It's just you get an audition, you go do the audition, and then you get the job, and then you figure out what the show is. I mean, that's how it worked out for me.
Yeah, for me, it's season 4 Supernatural, and I hadn't seen the show, but I knew about it. Because actually it was a pilot the same year I was on a pilot on a different network, so I always knew that like after one season my show got canceled, and Supernatural was one of the ones that was a successful one, because you always know the other pilots, but the ones that actually make it to season 2, season 3, you're like, oh wow, that was a success story.
Right.
Anyway, so I auditioned for it and got the part, and then I went back and had to watch it because in my first episode I referenced other episodes, so I needed to be up to date. So that's when I got hooked on the show.
Yeah.
What was your audition?
You know what I thought? I thought Supernatural, a show of family and love and brotherhood.
He's making this up.
And I thought to be part of a project like that would be astounding. And it would
make it my life goal.
Yeah, it would mean so much to me, and I knew it would mean so much to you guys. Even before I knew you guys were there. So it's not just a job for me, but a lifestyle. And a way I choose to lead forward every day, breathing in and out supernatural breaths of air.
That's great.
Yeah. Wow. We're the jerks now. I get it.
Thank you for your question. You.
Hey.
Hey.
I was just wondering what your favorite musicals were.
My favorite musical is Oliver. From back.
That's a great one.
I got to play the Artful Dodger when I was like 16. And, like, was one of the reasons I wanted to become an actor.
I love
all the music in that musical. It's just a classic. And the movie is amazing. It won the Oscar that year in the 60s. And so go back and watch that movie if you haven't. It's cool.
I love musicals. I think one of my favorites is Fiddler on the Roof. Love Fiddler on the Roof. We used to, when that was about the Spate family thing, was when we got in the car to go on vacation, driving from Nashville to Florida every year, we listened to Broadway soundtracks. So we listened to the entire way. So we'd listen to Annie, we'd listen to They're Playing Our Song, I'm trying to think of what other, Fiddler on the Roof with Zero Mostel in the lead role.
He won the Tony for that, I think.
Oh man, he's good.
Yeah.
I was trying to think
and
what
the movie,
else.
that's a movie too.
Movie's good, but I think
But Zero Mostel's in the movie too, I think.
Yeah, he is, right? And then the, obviously, Chorus Line. We listened to Chorus Line, stem to stern. And Les Mis, when Les Mis came out, I thought it was the greatest thing I'd ever seen. I still think it's great. And not to be like, jump on the bandwagon, but I recently got the opportunity to go see, and I'm a music theater snob. I am not a musical theater performer. I have the most respect for people who can do that, act and sing and carry that whole show. I just think it's a phenomenal talent. I love musicals. And so I set a high bar. So I'll go see a musical and I'm like, that's good. You know, it's a good musical. There'll be hype around it and I'll see it. I'm like, I enjoyed it, whatever. I've seen a lot of musicals. I love them. I went to, when it was running in LA, I went to see Hamilton. And that's amazing. I mean, not since I saw Les Mis 25 years ago. And Les Mis had the same impact that Hamilton had, in that it was just, there's no stopping and talking. It's wall to wall, seamless singing and story and heart and all this stuff. And I just think Hamilton's
it's amazing.
A stunning piece of art.
I had the same exact thing last year. And the thing is, I saw it in New York, but I saw the second or third New York cast, and you saw the traveling show. Still.
Doesn't matter.
Impeccable. Yeah.
I saw the traveling show of that and Book of Mormon, and they were both stunning. I mean, unbelievable.
So good.
So I guess I was going to go back to my youth. Like, if you're just like the visceral experience of being a kid and loving a musical, it's got to be Fiddler on the Roof. I literally made my dad, when he would drop me off at the bus stop for camp, we would listen to If I Were a Rich Man in a loop. Back when you had to rewind the tape. It wasn't like you could just hit play, you're like... Matt?
Yeah, I like those too. I haven't seen a lot of musical theater, unfortunately. Les Mis was great. I saw Wicked was great. I'm a fan of the modern day musical, and I don't know if this qualifies as a musical because it's a movie and hasn't been made into anything yet. But I'm a big fan of that Pitch Perfect franchise. As some sort of modern day weird musical could be really cool on a stage.
I can't imagine they wouldn't do that as a stage show. They seem to take all those, especially music based. But I also would imagine that they'll take your favorite movie of all time, like Moana, and make that a Broadway musical. They should take the, do that.
Have they done your favorite movie of all time, Frozen, and made that into? Has that happened yet? They're gonna.
No. But no, that's not. You're wrong. Frozen's not my favorite.
Oh, sorry. What's your favorite?
The seaweed is always green now, and somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there, but that is a big mistake.
Cool. Let's
just look at the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. There's wonderful things around you. What more is you looking for? Under the sea, under the sea. Blee blah blah blee blah 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 blah. Under the words.
Yeah, so many. As you were talking, I was like, oh, that's another good one. The Hairspray, I love. Grease.
Grease, man, that's got to be one of the best musicals turned movies ever done. I mean, that's a fantastic. Oh, I was never a big Rent fan. Sorry, I know it's not cool. But listen, you won't believe me when I say I love something if I don't tell you the ones I don't love. I didn't love Rent, but I loved. Oh shit! I just thought of it and it went away.
Grease reminded you of made into a movie that was.
Cats I liked.
Grease made into a movie.
Oh crap! Now I can't remember it. No. Well, we'll go to the next question if I remember it. You just said Grease
was made into a movie, and you're like, oh, when has that been done? Musical made into a movie that was so great.
And then something hit me. I don't remember.
I hit you, and then I hit you.
We'll
come back to it. But anyway, thank you for your question.
Yeah.
Hello again, gentlemen.
Hello.
Now that Lucifer's back in play, what do you guys think it's going to take to defeat him this season?
Babo?
Just a good, firm spanking. I'm not usually one to want to lay a hand on a child, but if your child is Lucifer, then you just have to.
What are you gonna do?
Take the belt off.
When conversations stop working with Lucifer, it's time to spank him. Ladies and gentlemen, that was our panel. That was our moment. Here we were. Here we are. Mr. Matthew Cohen, Mr. Rob Benedict, Richard Jr. Yeah. It's a magic number. It's a magic number. It is. It's a magic number. Robbie, sorry, I had to leave because I didn't know what was going on next. Oh yeah, now you're like if Jimi Hendrix were a Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff. I think you just puffed some Huffle.
What are we doing next?
We're doing an auction.
Auction?
Yeah.
Do you have an auction song?
Yeah, hit auction song, guys. I'm gonna bid on it. I'm gonna throw my hand in the air and buy it. I need it so much. I need the big picture of Misha, the picture of Jensen, the picture of Jared. I want them all for my house. Going once, going twice. So it's an auction song. Going once, going twice. So auction song. Well done.
Just wrote that.
We now have an auction song. It's a great song to listen to as you stampede towards the doors. Seems to be what most people are doing.
I don't know. Hey everybody, Loud and Swain is